What happens if you pour mercury into concentrated nitric acid? This experiment is really fascinating. This is mercury, the only metal that is liquid at room temperature, and it has a very high density. Even if you drop lead into it, the lead will float. By the way, both Mercury and the planet Mercury share the same word, mercury, which comes from the Latin hydra-gyrum, meaning liquid silver. Take a look. If you pour mercury into concentrated nitric acid, and note that it's concentrated, not dilute nitric acid, at first it doesn't seem like there's much of a reaction, right? But after a few seconds, you can see the color in the cup change immediately. The nitric acid starts to boil, and a large amount of reddish-brown gas is released. Watch closely. If you heat it up, the color in the cup will gradually disappear, and after an hour it becomes completely transparent. It's pretty amazing. But what's even more amazing is yet to come. If you add a bit of potassium iodide, look, right after you pour it in, a large amount of red precipitate appears in the cup, which is mercury iodide. It's insoluble in water, so after stirring and letting it sit for a while, it will settle to the bottom of the cup. Next, by filtering, washing, air drying, and grinding it, you end up with a pile of dry mercury iodide powder. Here's the key part. This stuff is really fascinating. You see it's red right now, right? If you heat it to 126 degrees Celsius, it undergoes a phenomenon called thermochromism, where its color gradually changes from red to orange-yellow. But keep in mind, although the color changes, its chemical composition remains the same. It's just that its crystal structure shifts from the original tetragonal system to the orthorhombic system, altering its light absorption properties. This kind of change is called a solid-state phase transition. So what is the tetragonal crystal system? Put it this way, you can imagine it as a rectangular prism with a square base, where the height can be stretched or compressed. The orthorhombic system, on the other hand, is a rectangular prism where the length, width, and height can all be stretched freely. What's amazing is that this process is reversible. Once it cools to room temperature, it turns red again.